Well, we stayed with Jane. You would have heard Helen Clark speaking of John Key very warmly. I asked her about the dynamics between them.
Well, what a difference 10 years makes, John. I remember, of course, when they were campaigning hard against each other, but today coming out very united and really at the business end of this UN straw poll vote. John Key saying that he's going to back Helen Clark, and Helen Clark saying that she's very appreciative of the support that she's getting from Mr Key and the New Zealand people. But Mr Key couldn't quite resist a crack. He said that if they were still on opposite sides of the fence, they would still probably disagree on policy, as many people back in New Zealand still disagreed with Labour. Now, that was a debate she was not going to get drawn into.
Yes, I suppose that's part of being a diplomat, isn't it? Let's talk about the UN Security Council, New Zealand's turn in the chair, Russia, America, Syria. How are we looking in a situation which, frankly, is invidious, isn't it?
Look, this really exploded over the weekend, John, with the emergency meeting that Russia requested and New Zealand chaired, the ambassador, the permanent ambassador. And there were some really bitter exchanges between Russia and the US, with the US acknowledging that it had mistakenly killed Syrian government troops. Now, this is not a great start to the week when New Zealand has made Syria the centrepiece of its presidency in the most high-profile week in the UN. World leaders will start coming here tomorrow, but with US and Russia at loggerheads, it's going to be very difficult to get all of those members around the table. John Key being optimistic, saying he understands that feelings are running high, but there are bigger issues at stake, and that is really for the Security Council members, and in particular those 5 permanent members, to put all of that aside and try to reach some sort of solution or resolution when they meet here on Wednesday, New Zealand time.